Hey, happy Monday. You guys, I'm so excited to be here today. So I've got TikTok over here and I've got YouTube Live over here. Please let me know if you can hear me. Let me know where you're coming in from. I am going to talk to you today about 5 different tips that will help you balance working from home and being a mom and being a family person. So if you're not a mom, that's okay. Like we still have things to balance, right? Like trying to run your own home, trying to balance life, trying to do all the things. So I've got 5 things here. I want you to get out a piece of paper and a pen because these are going to be really important. So typically what I'm going to come back to is the fact that first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Terry Carey. If you don't know me, I am a mom of 5 beautiful girls. I've got 4 beautiful granddaughters. I am into all kinds of things entrepreneur. I'm a stylist and salon owner. I own my own business. I have been a business owner for many years. You guys, I've owned a salon for many years. I am from Florida. And as a salon owner, you guys, the expenses always outweigh the income. So I've always been like into doing some sort of side hustle. Tell me if you are someone who like appreciates a side hustle. If you're someone who would love to learn how to make some extra income because the income that you're making like from your day job just isn't cutting it, especially right now in this economy, right? So I've recently gotten into digital marketing. I've also done my own businesses. As you can see behind me, I've done tumblers, I've done print on demand stuff. Anything I can get my hands on that can make some extra income and utilize some of my creativity. So I've also been recently introduced in digital marketing. I also, Mindy, I see you watching. Hey, my friend, Mindy is one of my affiliates from my coffee company. We now have, my husband and I a year ago started our own superfood coffee company. And well, that's not really digital marketing for me because I have to actually package the coffee and send it out and those kind of things. It's digital marketing technically for our affiliates. So what I like to share is I like to share with them how they can build their business online and how they can do things and make it more of a passive side hustle. So they're not, like, trading time for money, right? Coffee is one of those things that, okay, I'm going to need somebody to moderate over here for me. Okay. On TikTok over here and on YouTube over here. So hello. Yeah. Mindy says she's from Maine. Side gigs are definitely necessary, but imagine if you had a side hustle that had a reoccurring income or had, where it was digital. So all you had to do was do one thing. Let me give you a little example. So yes, the Kickstarter coffee is an amazing side hustle and it's a reoccurring stream of income because people who love coffee and they love their coffee every single day, right? So what Mindy's doing is she's actually creating a space where she's selling the coffee and she's going to have that reoccurring income coming to her every month because people are on subscription. They're loving their coffee. They can't go a day without it. There's 30 servings in a bag. So once they actually drink the coffee one day, the next day they're going to want the same thing, right? So hello, TikTok friends. Say hello if you're on. Tell me where you're coming from. I am from Florida and I'm already sweating, y'all. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's hot. Okay, let's get back to digital. So last night I got a message from a friend of mine, and if she's watching this video, you know who you are. Because I do these tumblers and these cups in the back, and I haven't really had as much time to do them lately, but because I do those, she messaged me with a picture and she said, hey, can you make this for me? So what I do typically, if I don't really have time to actually create the design myself, because let's face it, it can take hours and hours to create a design. So what I do is I go on Etsy and I do a Google search and I look for the image and I go on Etsy and I will purchase the actual image from Etsy as a digital download. You guys, we're talking digital. Okay. So you go on there, you purchase it as a digital download. The person who created the design is going to make money off of that digital download every time somebody purchases it, right? But the cool thing is they only had to create it one time. And it gives them like a recurring stream of income because they upload it, they put it on Etsy, it's print on demand, or it's, a download. So they go in and they do a digital download of it. And they make, I think it was like $4.99 for the design itself every single time. So I could spend $4.99, get the design, or I could spend hours and create it myself. What is your answer? My answer is I'm going to spend the $4.99 because for $5, I don't want to spend hours, right? $5, for hours of my time is just not worth it. I would rather just spend it on for that from that person. All right. So that is basically a way to digital market. Digital marketing, if you're buying things on Amazon, if you're buying things from TikTok Shop, if you're buying things digitally, you are purchasing from a digital marketer. Okay, so today we're going to talk about digital marketing. I have been a part of a program over the last couple months that has literally made me over $11,000 just from reselling this program. So we are going to talk about the program today, but I'm going to tell you 5 ways that you can balance work life and home life where this program can actually serve you. Okay, so get your piece of paper and your pen out and let's get started. All right, so we are going to talk, number 1, we're going to talk about setting goals. Okay, setting goals. Why is it important for you to set goals? Because if you don't know your destination, the journey is going to be a little more difficult. You're not going to know exactly what you need to do to get there. And it's going to help you balance your time because you're going to have the goals in mind before you actually get started. All right. So it's going to help you set some intentions. All right. So what you need to do is figure out what success looks like for you. So if you're trying to balance life and you're trying to balance working from home and you're trying to balance watching your children or raising your children or being present with your children, what does success look like for you? So in this digital blueprint, what they're teaching is you can work in a 2-hour day. Now, some people choose to work longer than that. Some people choose to work shorter than that. It really just depends. Are you looking to make grocery money, mortgage money, or life-changing money? You know, how much time are you willing to spend on that business? For me personally, I have to spend 2 hours or less because I also run a salon and I run a coffee business, and those take up my time as well. And I don't want all of it to take up away from my family because the whole point for me is to be able to spend time with my kids and my husband. Here's the thing. Hi, Jen. Here's the thing. If you guys, like for me personally, if you're my age, your kids are probably grown like mine are. And I look back and I regret always being on my phone, always working, never being able to be present with them. Yes, I might have been with them physically, but mentally I was somewhere else. I was always working. I was always trading time for money. So if you can set up a digital business, a digital marketing business that actually will work for you in the background, imagine how much time that's going to save for you. All right. So set your goals, be intentional, figure out what's working for you, and then figure out what the non-negotiables are. Okay. The non-negotiables in a 2-hour workday, if you're a digital marketer, would be to show up online, create your content. Okay. Check your emails, right? Because really once the content's out there and once your product is out there, it's digital. People can purchase from you, right, in the background. And we're going to talk about funnels here in a second, because that's also something else that you can put into place that's going to help you save some time. Okay. So having your non-negotiables, figuring out what that is, and then figuring out who do you want to become as a person. So you're setting goals. Who is it that you want to become? Are you going to want to become that grocery money, mortgage money, life-changing money person? Like, are you going to, how many hours a week are you willing to sacrifice? Okay, set those goals and set them aside and figure out how you can work inside of that, those parameters. All right, you guys, hello. Thank you for all the likes, Jen. Okay, so next, okay, let me tell you how the Legacy Builder program is helping me with the setting the goals. All right, Michelle, who is our mentor, actually puts us in Zoom calls, in breakout rooms where we can actually discuss what's working for each other. So that's one of the things I love about this program as well. So she'll coach us how to track our numbers. When we are setting goals, we can figure out how we're hitting the goals, how we're achieving the goals, and what we need to achieve those goals. You guys, I am not a numbers person. I am literally just like more artsy and creative. So when it comes to doing numbers, like I have a stack of papers over here. I had a friend of mine helping me with bookkeeping. I'm not a numbers person, but Michelle helps us break it down where we can figure out exactly what we're doing to hit the goals that we're wanting to achieve. All right. So if you're not hitting the goals, you might have to tweak those 2 hours a day. You might have to tweak what you're doing. All right. Okay. So number 2, prioritizing your tasks. We talked about that just a minute ago. So how can you prioritize your tasks? This is super important for me because I have to set boundaries around my time because I have the 5 girls and the 4 granddaughters. And my daughters may not live here, but they're always saying, hey, Mom, can you watch this, my baby? Can you watch my daughter? And of course, I don't want to say no. So I have to set some parameters around my time and I have to prioritize. How do I prioritize? First of all, I do a lot of time blocking. You guys, if you don't use Google Calendar or something similar like Cozy Calendar or Google Calendar, you are missing out. you really need to have your time set to the side where you're prioritizing. Okay. So time blocking. If you're not familiar with time blocking, you know what? Go on YouTube or Google time blocking. And there are tons of videos that can share with you how to do time blocking. Time blocking is essential in anybody's business when you're a stay-at-home mom and you're trying to figure out how you're going to balance both. Okay. You need to categorize and prioritize what's urgent and what's important and what doesn't need to really be on the top of the list. Once you can figure out exactly the non-negotiables that you have, that's going to help you to stay on task as well. All right. Batching. You guys, do you know anything about batching? I have to batch all the time. Sometimes when I do content, I literally will have like a few shirts over here and I'll make it look like I'm doing different times or different days. And I'll like change what I'm wearing and I'll just batch content. Because if I set aside some time and I batch it, it gives me the opportunity to do a lot in a little amount of time. And then the rest of the time can be left for my family. The rest of the time can be left for, the things that are really important to me. Not that my business isn't important, because obviously it is, but the reason why I'm working my business so hard is because of my family and because of my kids and because of my husband and because of the time I want to spend with them, because I and my grandkids, I don't want to trade time for money anymore. Okay. So make sure that you're batching similar tasks. Okay. When you're doing something, make sure that you're putting it to the side and you're batching it all at the same time. So if you're doing content, figure out a plan. Figure out a plan for your content, figure out a plan, make to-do lists. You guys, how many of you guys have to-do lists? I'm going to give you a little tip. There's an app. If you have, I don't know about Google because I don't do Google, but I have Apple. There's an app called Todoist. Todoist. Write that down. It is an incredible app and I keep it. It's literally like a checklist and it works for me. I have to put it every single day. I also use alarms on my phone to remind me exactly what I need to be doing when I need to be doing it. All right. So alarms on my phone, Todoist, different apps, time blocking, batching, all very, very important. Okay. We are going to be starting a 90-day run. Let's see, tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, I want you to tell me you're interested in the comments, drop a 1. We'll get you the information. We're going to be doing a 90-day run tomorrow, and we're going to be giving you tips and tricks every single day. Mindy says she uses Google Tasks. Yes, Google Tasks. I haven't used that one, but I'm sure it's awesome, especially if it can, sync up with your Google Calendar, because I'm all about the Google Calendar. So this 90-day run is going to be intentionally giving you the tasks every single day to show up and prioritize. It's going to help you stay into growth and momentum for your business online. Okay. Jen says, I set alarms over the weekend while I was away, but I just showed up. Yes, that's important. Being intentional and showing up. All right. Number 3, automations. If you guys are not familiar with automations, you are missing out. Automations. Mindy, like I said, is one of my affiliates with the coffee company. The cool thing about automations with that is the subscriptions. When people go on and they have a subscription for coffee, that's an automation. Okay. It automatically subscribes them every single month. They can set it and forget it. They don't have to worry about it. One thing about the digital marketing business that I'm in is the automations that are available to you with the Legacy Builder program, because like me earlier saying, hey, drop a 1 in the comments. You drop a 1, I'm going to get you the information where you can put your email in and it's going to send you an automation. It's going to put you into a funnel. The funnel is automatically done for you. It's literally like copy and paste, and it's amazing because what it does is I get on here, I introduce the program to you, I tell you all about it, and then I can like set it and forget it. Not that I'm going to forget about you, because I would never do that, but you can, I can put that to the side. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. Okay. Automations are already done for you. So there are certain tools that I use on a daily basis that will help me automate the process of working my business online. I use Trello. If you're not familiar with Trello, you guys, it's my best friend. I use it all the time. I have lists upon cards, upon boards, okay, that are going to help me to stay on task, and they're automated. And I can put them where once I do a checklist, it will like rotate up to the top and it'll keep me going. That's automated. Okay. And another automation is your Google Calendar, because you can set it to repeat. Mindy says, I love Send Share for my social media automations. Yes, Send Share is amazing. One of the things, now correct me if I'm wrong, I found out that recently they're not really letting you post to groups, but I think people are finding some workarounds around that. So if you're a Send Share person, Drop in the comments if you know about that, because I'm not into doing groups as much anymore. I'm more into just coming on live or using YouTube or using things like this that are going to help me to share my story with people. But SendShare is awesome because you can literally put your content inside of that and then turn around and like let it automate right into your groups. Hello, Abdul. Hello. All right, my friends, say hello if you're coming in on TikTok, or if you're coming in on YouTube. I would love to say hi to you. Okay, so automations, another automation that you can have is your email software. Okay, your marketing through your email software. So what's cool about the system that we're using with Legacy Builder is we use System.io. We go in, we put your information in. Actually, it's a funnel. We send you to a landing page. You will go in and you put your email inside of that landing page. Abdul says he wants to join. Go to getdigitalwithterry.com and you can put your email in, and that's going to help you to join this system. So you go in and you can put your email in, and System.io will automatically insert you into the funnel that uses their email, and you're going to get automated emails from me. And those automated emails, the cool thing about the automated emails is you can still personalize them. You can still set them to make them like more of your own personality. So that way, when you're showing, hi Renee, when you are showing, when you're showing up and you're sending out those emails, you can literally make them look more like you. Okay, you can tweak them, you can change them. They're copy and paste, but you change them. Everything is done for you. Everything is done for you in this system. Okay. Another automation is copy and paste email and funnels. We just talked about that. Make sure that you're not reinventing the wheel. You're not changing anything. You're just personalizing and making it your own so that you can show up for your people and you can literally share with them your own personal story, because it's going to inspire them. Mindy says Facebook doesn't allow posts to groups, but SendShare has a good workaround. Good. I figured they would work something out there. All right. So again, Legacy Builder program is going to help you with that. They have the built-in automations with the done for you website, a capture page, and emails. All you have to do is tweak them and make them your own story. And that's something else you can do with SendShare. So they have automated. I know SendShare, when we're talking about like what Mindy's doing with the Kickstarter Coffee, you can go in and you can take the content that we have already created through Kickstarter Coffee and you can repurpose it, drop it into SendShare, and then just add your story. Or SendShare has things that you can copy and paste from in that way as well. I love that. So anything that's going to help you save time where you can balance that life and business, online business, is going to be helpful, because when you have a family, the last thing you want to do is jeopardize that time for money again. You guys, I did it for many years. My daughter's on here right now. She can tell you straight up that her mama was on the phone a lot. And I might have been present, but I wasn't fully present. She would say, Mom, 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 look at me. Mom, watch this. How many of you have heard that? Mom, 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 right? They make jokes about it, you guys, where it's mommy, mom, mom, mama, mama. It's funny, yes, because we all can relate, but it's not funny because, we're not really present. That's why there's so many people feeling that, right? Okay, so this is a way that I'm helping you show up where you can actually be present. If you can work 2 hours a day from your phone, or you can automate your business online, you'll be able to be present with your children. You won't have to hear that, Mom, Mom, Mom. You're still going to hear it, but it won't have to be like as excessive, and you won't feel guilty. The mom guilt is real. No more mom guilt. Okay. All right. Number 4. Create a dedicated workspace. You guys, this is so important. I am in my own office right now. Technically, it is my garage. I'm not going to lie. There's no place in the house for me. So we built the garage. We have air conditioning. You might actually hear the air in the back. It's got the ugly, don't show this. Don't show. Sorry. I need somebody to moderate for me. Renee, I need you to moderate for me if you have time. Okay. So Yes. So you're going to create a dedicated workspace, and you're going to tell your kids, leave me alone. Okay. Leave me alone. I only need a couple hours. Once you give me a couple hours, I am yours the rest of the day. I'm yours the rest of the night. I can be present with you if you just leave me alone for a little bit. My mom used to say to me all the time, she used to say, give me 10 minutes. She would get off of work, and she was a stylist as well. I'm second generation, so I can completely relate to what she's saying. When you're a stylist and you're at work, if you ever go get your hair done, and you like, I'm talking about when you have the conversation with your stylist, right? You are your stylist is constantly entertaining you or listening to you or conversing with you and engaging with you, and that's all day long. Like for me, sometimes I'll have anywhere from 10 to 15 clients a day, and I'm having conversations with them all day long, so I'm constantly on. Well, my mom was the same way, and when she would pick me up from school, she would say, Terry, I just need 10 minutes. I just need 10 minutes, right? So she would set those boundaries around her time, and I'm telling you, if you can be focused and super intentional and uber organized with your time in those 2 hours, you could figure it out. You just have to stay super focused. It's super hard for those of us that have ADHD and we squirrel brain. I get you. I'm with you. My creativity brain is way over here, and I have to be intentional. I have to say to my family, listen, I need you to leave me alone. I literally had to send a text out telling them, I need you to let me have my dedicated workspace. Stay out of my office, aka the garage. Stay out of my office. Okay, this is my time to work. I need to work, and I need you to leave me alone. So yes, make sure that you have a dedicated workspace. Make sure that it has a flow to it, you guys, where you can really be focused and intentional. All right. When it's dedicated, it's going to help you create your productivity when everything's in order and everything has its space. I have to sometimes, because I am squirrel brain and I'm very creative, so I can be a little bit messy. I sometimes have to like put things in its place and really organize it so that I can stay focused, because I can't stay focused when it's all over the place. All right. Sometimes I'll come in and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I need you guys to help me clean up in here because it's just too much. It's just too much. Because when I am in here working, if it's not during my dedicated time and I haven't set those boundaries, people are coming in and out of here and they're constantly leaving their cups and their kids' toys. And I've got crayons over here and a bluey coloring book and all the things. And I'm okay with that as long as it's not when I'm going live or when I'm trying to create content or when I'm trying to like write emails and I need to be super focused and hyper, like, intentional. Okay. No distractions. All right. So make it functional, make it inspiring. Like, what inspires you? Like, I like to keep my mugs and stuff back here and my coffee. Like, I have a coffee shelf like right over here. Like, these things keep me inspired. I have over here on this side, we're developing a bold coffee, and it's in development. It's in the process. It's going to be a little while because of finances. It kind of put us back a little bit. But I have the bold bag they're already created. I've got boxes of them sitting over here. The bold bag is hanging up on the wall over here to keep me inspired and keep me focused and let me know inside of my mind. Look at me, I'm sweating. It's terrible in Florida. Inside my mind, I look at that, and in my mind's eye, it keeps that vision up at the front. Can you come sit with me? I would love to come sit with you, Jen. Oh my gosh, I have never been to the UK. I would love to come see you. So my thing is whatever's going to inspire you, what's ever going to keep you focused, so that when you set those goals and you decide where it is that you're going and what it is that's going to drive you, if it's right in your face, that vision is going to stay in the forefront of your brain and it's going to keep you going. All right. So one of the other things about the Legacy Builder program, and I'm going to keep plugging it because I really want you guys to understand like how much this program has changed my life and how it's helping me. And the reason why I'm showing up and sharing with you is because of the things I'm learning in it. I'm going to help you as well. But I can only give you like a little bit. Like, I'm just giving you little teaser bits because I want you to know that when you get inside the program, it's like so much more information than what I can give you myself. All right. So one of the things that happens within that Legacy Builder program is Michelle, who is our mentor and the creator of the program, and other six-figure earners inside the program help to coach and encourage us and remind us how we can stay on task and do a 2-hour workday. And sometimes they'll give us ideas of how we can scale back and how we can stay super prioritized and focused in what we're doing so that we can keep our time that we're working to a minimum and really focus on what's important, which is spending time with our friends and family. Okay, so that we talked about boundaries and creating this workspace. Number 5, I want you to invest in self-care. Okay, I know that it doesn't sound like it's productive to like do for yourself, but it really is. And the reason why is because when you are thinking about your own self-care, Sorry, I got distracted by TikTok. Okay, we need to, let me screenshot this for a second. There's a little issue over here, you guys. I gotta take care of. Sorry about that. Okay, so back to self-care. The reason why it's important to really focus on your own self-care is because your mindset needs to be in a good place. You guys, I struggle with mindset so badly. My daughter can tell you that I will literally let one person's comment take me out. And I have to be strong enough to not allow that to do that, because this world is a cruel place. And people, sometimes I think they'll say things and do things that they don't really intentionally like mean to hurt you, but they have no filter. And so they'll say something. And I had a message sent to me yesterday that really just took me out for the day. And I'm like, why? Because my mindset wasn't in the right place. So I have to be intentional with my mindset. And I have to, like, be strong in my mind. I have to think, and I have to constantly remind myself, other people's opinions are none of your business. Other people's comments don't have to mean anything about you, right? And I have to remind myself of that. The only way I can do that is to be super intentional with my mindset every single day. All right. Spiritually, if you're a Lord lover like I am, if you love Jesus like I do, like, fill yourself with his spirit every single day. Pour the word, pour yourself into the word, and just really allow that to take over in your mind and let him be your strength. Okay. Help your mindset with that. Okay. Your mental care is so important. So I want you to write down mindset, because that's going to be number one. Number two is physical. Get up, go for a walk. You guys, don't sit behind the desk all day long, because I'll tell you what, it hurts. My legs hurt when I sit too long. I got to get up. I got to get physical. That helps with the endorphins. It helps with, all the hormones that help keep you motivated and keep you going. Physical care is so important. You want to take good care of yourself. You want to make sure you're staying hydrated. If you're not hydrated, see these bags under my eyes? They get a lot worse when I'm dehydrated. These are automatically there, but they get really bad when I'm dehydrated. You can tell. You can tell when I'm not taking care of myself and I'm not eating correctly. My skin breaks out. I have rosacea. My eye bags get really bad. And if I can't take care of myself, if mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, you guys. If you're not happy, how are you supposed to be productive? How are you supposed to show up? And when you do show up, how are you supposed to show up for your family without getting snippy and edgy all the time? Okay. It's really important for you to take good care of yourself. It's really important for you to have that mindset, mental and physical self-care. I want you to put it on your calendar, time block it. It is so important. Okay. Schedule that time for yourself. Those are the things that I can offer you. And one really good thing about this Legacy Builder program, again, is they have mindset coaches. There's a celebrity mindset coach that comes in at least once a month and gives us some really good information and things to base off of. So here's what I'm going to tell you. There's 4 ways to get inside of this Legacy Builder program. And the cool thing is no matter which way you come in, you're going to get that mindset coach. So if you're like me and you really need someone else to hold you accountable or someone else to direct you, and you need that mindset coaching, you can even just get in at the lowest possible amount, which is only $100, and it's one and done. You pay it one time and you have access to this coach all the time. Okay. So thank you for the follow, Gianna. Thank you. So celebrity mindset coach, she comes in once a month. Then we've got daily, especially starting tomorrow, the 90-day run. We've got a daily, Michelle comes in and she gives us daily tasks, but she also encourages us and she keeps us uber focused and she reminds us. And sometimes it's tough love, you guys. Sometimes it's tough love, and that's okay, because some of us need tough love. I know I do sometimes. All right. So mindset coaching, celebrity mindset. Oh, I almost forgot. Inside of this program, you guys, we have a community of over 27,000 people. 27,000 people that you can shoot a message to inside of the community, and you can say, hey, I'm struggling. And guess what? They're going to encourage you. They're going to help you with your self-development. This is literally just like with any kind of affiliate or network marketing. If you have any type of team structure, I know people frown upon the whole like team building thing. It's not about the team building. It's just about being a part of a community. Okay. Yes, some people love to do leadership. Not everybody's into that. Not everybody's into the whole like, let's build a team, and that's okay. I love to inspire other people. I love to build other people up. When I did my strengths finders test, one of mine is developer, and I love to be able to inspire people and develop and help them develop the skills that they have, because we all have strengths. And if you have a community of people that are like that, that you can go to and you can say, hey, I'm really struggling today. Somebody said this to me and I let it get in my head. I need you to talk me off the ledge. If you have 27,000 people to choose from, I promise you, one of those people are going to be your friend. One of them is going to step up and say, hey, let me encourage you today. Right? So even if it's just not for anything, but just to get inside of a community that's going to help you with your mindset, you guys, this digital marketing thing, this specific program is different than any other program I've ever seen out there, because of the community, because of the interactive, because we have a mentor that goes live every single day. He gives us some tips and tricks, right? And tells us how to show up for ourselves and our business. It's like no other. And that's what I want to also do for you as well. I want to come here. I want to show up. I want to share with you how different things that you can do. I don't know what time I'm going to be live every single day. I will tell you that for this week, until I can get into a routine and a system, I'm going to be live different times of the day. So let me give you my calendar. Let me share with you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday the 9th. I'm going to be back on live again tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. And tomorrow we are going to be talking about, let me share with you what we're talking about. Tomorrow is going to be finding your perfect customer. So if you're building an online business and you're looking for a strategy where you can find your perfect customers, I'm going to have 5 key strategies for moms that need to balance work and family, but find your perfect customer so that it's easier for you. We're trying to make this as easy as possible. So no matter what it is you're selling, whether you're in the digital marketing space like I am, or if you're selling stuff online, you're in the digital marketing space. But I'm talking about the MRR, where you're actually having master resale rights and you're actually sharing the products that we're sharing digitally. Okay. If you are in that space and you're doing master resale rights, we want to make it just as easy as possible and help you develop your story. But if you're selling coffee, if you're selling coffee with us for Kickstarter, I want to help you develop your story so that you can show up and you can be intentional with the right people. Because here's the thing, if you're speaking to the wrong person, they're never going to buy your product, and you're just speaking to be speaking, and it's wasting your time. You have to be able to find your perfect customer. All right. And I want to help you find your perfect customer. And I want to give you 5 key strategies tomorrow. So I'll be live tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. And I can't wait to see you guys there. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you message me. You can always I'm not going to direct message you on TikTok. I'm not going to do WhatsApp. I'm not going to do some of the other, Telegram. I'm not doing all of that. What I will do though is if you sign up at getdigitalwithterry.com, you put your email in, that's going to email me. And if you have any questions, you're going to get an email. You respond with the email, and when you respond with that email, I can answer any questions that you have through email. All right. Or you can message me over on Instagram, because that is my it's a direct, it's for me, it's authenticated. That you see the little blue check mark, right? That means that it's an authentic account, because I know there's a lot of scammers on here, which I just saw earlier. Renee has a scammer. I'm gonna let her know over on TikTok. I can't stand scammers. So make sure you send me an email. I'll answer any questions. If you're part of my Kickstarter affiliate group, you have direct access to me anyways. If you're part of my Legacy Builder group, you have direct access to me that way. If you are not part of either one of those groups and you just want some individual coaching, let me know. I can help you with that. Just make sure that you are emailing me. Go to getdigitalwithterry.com and sign up for my email list, and that will put you in my system, my automated system through my funnel, but you'll still have direct access to me, okay? So I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing Monday. I am off to the salon, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Check it out.